What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on my video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and please go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you have a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do for you, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. But let's get it popping. Let's get into our video today. And today, we got to do our final prediction and our final thoughts on the Devin Haney versus George Kambosos undisputed lightweight championship fight. It's going down tonight here in the U.S. And we got to break it all down and predict it and give y'all, the reasoning for why we're even making this video. So for those of y'all that follow the channel heavy, we do our prediction show on Thursdays. And we do it on Thursdays because there are a lot of fights that happen on Fridays. We got showbox cards and maybe the cards that aren't with the top promotional companies that do have great prospects on them that'll happen on a Friday. And sometimes good fights from Top Rank specifically will happen on a Friday night instead of a Saturday night. So for the sake of being able to predict those fights, we moved our prediction show from Friday to Thursday. Now, the downside of that shit is you miss weigh-ins. Some news can drop on Friday that could affect the fight on Saturday. And in this particular case, we had two big bombshells, you know what I'm saying, that dropped on us yesterday. Number one, Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, is going to be allowed to come in town, bro. He's going to be allowed to go to Australia. They got him approved, so he will be in Devin Haney's corner tonight for the fight. The second thing is the actual weigh-in, bro. Devin Haney came in phenomenal shape. Outstanding shape, bro. He was cut up like somebody just took a razor blade to him, bro. Just cut up. Meanwhile, George Kambosos, love handles and all, missed weight on the first attempt. And when we did our prediction on Thursday, we were under the impression that both fighters were going to show up as the best versions of themselves in terms of being physically ready, mentally ready. And with that, these were my thoughts on the fight. This is what I believed would happen. I believe that Devin Haney will keep the fight at a distance just enough because Devin Haney has the longer arms. He has the better jab, in my opinion. He's faster with two punches, 1-2, or just a straight right. His hands are faster. I think when Kambosos gets to throwing 3 or 4 punches, he is the faster fighter with his hands, right? Devin Haney has the better feet, better lateral movement, better foot positioning, things of that nature, able to move, just a more athletic, mobile fighter. So I thought the fight would play out to where Devin Haney would be able to keep George Kambosos at a distance, use his jab very well, run up rounds, right, to where he would win this fight 8-4, 7-5. I thought George Kambosos would be competitive enough, win some rounds because he's at home, because he has that herky-jerky style. And when he jumps in on Devin Haney, those combinations that he let go, I thought he would have just enough success to where he would win the battle when they would get inside. I thought he'd be more explosive jumping in and out. And my thought was that since Jojo Diaz was able to get inside on Devin Haney with no jab, plotting forward, not really setting things up, just walking to Devin Haney, George Kambosos, who has a better jab and will jab 2-3 times, to get his way inside, faster hands than Jojo Diaz, more sudden, a little bit quicker and more explosive from mid-range to close range. The thought was that George Kambosos would have even more moments getting in on the inside. And so because of that, George Kambosos would win 3, maybe 4, even 5 rounds. And then with the home cooking, with the fight being in Australia, with Devin Haney's back against the wall, I thought that he would get a gift decision where we would all look at the fight like, damn, I feel like Devin won that 8-4, 7-5. But George Kambosos gets the nod because of home cooking and because he was able to keep the fight competitive enough to where they could stomach giving him swing rounds that maybe he didn't deserve, and he would actually be the one to get a split decision victory, 115-113 on the judges' scorecards. And that was the thought process, you know what I'm saying? That was the thought process of why I picked George Kambosos, right? Because I believe that Devin Haney would have to wash him 9 rounds to 3, 10 rounds to 2, or better, or possibly get a stoppage to keep himself, to make it to where the judges could not find a way to give it to Kambosos. Beat him so bad, similar to how Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez, to where you can't give Canelo that fight. You can't give George Kambosos that fight. And I didn't think if both fighters showed up the best version of themselves, that Devin Haney would be able to do that, right? And so now we get to the weigh-in. We get to the news that Bill Haney's coming there. And it ain't even, if you following the community page, it's not even, and you follow the timestamps of the community page, it's not even Bill Haney being in Devin's corner that did it for me. As to why we're thinking about changing our pick, and I'm gonna let you know. I don't know. At the time I'm shooting this video, I'm thinking through it. It's not even that has me making this video, because if you look, I posted. I was like, man, look, I don't know, Bill Haney coming. We got some new news. I might think about changing my pick. Then I came back and I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm gonna go with Kambosos. I don't think that's big enough news. Then you see the weigh-in. Then I make another post late last night. Yo, George Kambosos missed weight on his first attempt. I'm asleep on it, but I'm thinking about changing my pick. So I've been going back and forth, back and forth. This is the only time we ever did this on this channel, because this is the first time there's so much new news, and the weigh-in was just drastically different from what I thought it would be. Bro, you can't help but to think about that. Yo, like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had Devin Haney winning by decision, and you thinking about, damn, is he gonna knock this dude out? If you thinking about that shit right now, you can't be mad. If you had George Kambosos winning by decision, you can't help but to think, yo, I'm gonna flip. I might have to flip. Like, you can't help but to think that shit with all the new events that transpired, right? So, with that being said, bro, I think that George Kambosos is gonna go in there and he gonna win fight fans' respect, because he gonna put up a valiant effort. But I no longer have George Kambosos winning this fight, bro. No longer have him winning this fight. I think Devin Haney is going to wash him. I'm now of the mindset that Devin Haney is gonna wash him tonight, bro. I can't help but think that. It's too many things being in his favor. Specifically, it ain't even his pops that's coming over that got me thinking that, although that is a huge boost. It's the weigh-in. The weigh-in showed me that you got a fighter in Devin Haney. Number one, he was much more professional and much more focused. I don't want to say focused, much more professional in the weigh-in, but he's always more professional than George Kambosos. George Kambosos was talking the same type of shit to Teofimo Lopez, so I thought, you know what I'm saying, that ain't shit, that's just George being George. He an asshole, he a scumbag, he a liar, you know what I'm saying? He went back on his word because he really signed to fight Lomachenko, but George Kambosos is talking this shit like he always do, but he still is training hard, disciplined, and what was he saying? I'm the best version of myself with no boxes unmarked. We're prepared for anything. We're prepared to go to war. We're prepared for this. We're prepared for that. All right, cool then. But you wasn't prepared to make weight, bro? And I get it, y'all, like, oh, knockout, that was just 0.36 pounds or whatever. And then he came back and made it on the second try. But that means he had to suck himself dry to do so. He had to literally get all the fluid, all the hydration, all the water out of his body to do so. And he had love handles on the scale, bro. He did not have the type of camp that he was leading us to believe he had. So I don't believe he's going to show up the best version of himself. And the best version of George Kambosos can't beat Devin Haney on an even playing field. Devin Haney would win that fight 8-4, in my opinion. 116 to 112, bro. That's what I think the score would be, all things being equal. But I don't think they're equal anymore. Devin Haney looks to be in phenomenal shape. Devin Haney was the one who was focused throughout his entire training camp. George Kambosos was not. And we have learned that everybody can't fight at home. Go look at what happened to Josh Taylor. Look at the performance that Oscar Valdez put on when he was fighting near his hometown against Robson Castillo. That pressure gets to some guys, and some guys can't live up to it. And it's turning out, to me, I believe George Kambosos is one of those guys. So now I believe that Devin Haney can watch George Kambosos 10 rounds to 2, 9 rounds to 3, possibly even better. Put down a demo. So my final pick, I don't think George Kambosos gets knocked out, but I got Devin Haney now winning this fight. Unanimous decision. 117 to 111, 9 rounds to 3, bro. I think that his skills were already good enough to beat George Kambosos, but I thought that he was going to get robbed. I'm now of the mindset, because of the gap of their focus, because of the gap of the shape, Devin Haney's coming in the best shape I've seen him in. George Kambosos is coming in the worst shape I've seen him in. He's never missed weight like that before and had to come back and make it a second time. I ain't seen them love handles and shit like that before. So him being able to get inside, make it competitive in spots, and have more moments than JoJo Diaz, I don't think that happens in this fight any longer. I think those come few and far between. I think Devin Haney beats him to the punch, stabs him with the jab, keeps him to the outside. Hit him with a 1-2 real quick once he really get his shit going. Stab him with the jab to the body. Always got that jab working. Always priding, keeping George Kambosos at a distance. And because of that, George Kambosos may have a moment or two, but he's going to perform somewhere in between what Linares did down here and what JoJo Diaz did down here. Somewhere in the middle, bro. Somewhere in the middle of the world. Yeah, like Linares only had that one moment. JoJo Diaz had like 3 or 4 moments. Kambosos might have like 2 or 3. To where you be like, all right, I'm going to give him that round. I'm going to give him that round. That was a pretty good round. Then you might do that 3 times, bro. You might do that 2 or 3 times. But I got Devin Haney now winning this fight. That's my final prediction, bro. And for everybody that rock with me, man, I'm sorry we you know, new information, we get to change our minds. So the best that we made picking Kambosos, we no longer picking Kambosos. I'm rocking with Devin Haney in this fight 100%. No robbery gonna stop him. No corrupt judge is gonna stop him, because I don't think the fight gonna be close enough anymore, bro. That's my final pick. Y'all be sure to tune in to the fight tonight. Smash this video. Smash the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. And hit me up on my email if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do. And don't forget about our live shows. Live every Wednesday night, 7:30. Live every Thursday night, 7:30. Then you can also catch me live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.